Hi, good morning. This is Ali from Poor Man's Farmstead. This land truly deserves to be called Poor Man's Land because it's almost like I knew from the it wouldn't look like the pictures or from the past or what you can find on Google Earth because like all the trees I was already expecting. I was told that they've been cut down, the land has been cleared, and that's what interested me in buying the land because I want to I'm a livestock farmer, like goat farmer, and I wanted to have cleared land, so where I could which I could turn into a pasture. So this land actually can be turned into a pasture, but like it's very uneven, very jagged, like lots of little puddles and hills and valleys, and yeah, it's a mess. And it looks like a wasteland, like a clear cut wasteland. You can see all the trees have been cut, and on this side, yeah, that's the east, the west. So on to the east, all the land that you can see that has been cleared. Like right now I'm probably standing at the highest point on the property. It's 50 acres. So all the cleared away land on this side belongs, where you see the stones or and a couple of trees standing. That's one boundary. That's the northern boundary. The southern boundary is where you all the way where you see the last trees standing. That's crown land. That's another private property. That's a blueberry farm. So like there are a couple of trees on the boundary. Just to mark the boundary, you can see two trees there. It goes up to there in that direction, like 300 feet over there. And like on this side it's pretty quite big on this side, probably like a thousand, a little more than 1,000 feet on this side. And then this is the eastern boundary up to the all the way up to the standing trees. And then to the west is the highway, and that's yeah. So this is the highest point. It's like very pretty cold here. You can see there is a sheet of ice on this standing water. There is a lot of standing and flowing water on the property. You can see there is ice, like a very little thin film of ice on this water. Like crystals are forming, and then there are crystals, like ice crystals, jutting out from the ground also in places. Oh, I just found a few before. Yeah, these are ice crystals, you can see. So it's definitely below freezing, and I'm not wearing any gloves right now. So these are ice crystals that just grew out of the land as the temperature cooled, probably overnight, because yesterday it was all liquid. And it's early in the morning. It's 8 o'clock, like 8 something here. So you can see this is probably the area where a house once stood, and there was also a power connection here. There is a well here, but it's not in a very good enough shape to draw water from for drinking. But let me show you the well. There is a, yeah, so this is where probably the house would have been. Yeah, and the highway is on this side. You can see where the tree line ends. That's where the highway is. I'm going to go there, but let me show you the well first. So as you can see, the land is very uneven. It's very, like, it has a lot of furrows and uh, dips and like ridges. So yeah, so this is the well, and some of these bushes have thorns. So I'm going to be a little careful here in trying to cross this. Wow! I don't know who dug this thing, this ditch. This probably to collect mm water, or I don't know. But this is the well right here, and as you can see, it's it's very, the water inside is very dirty and it's uncovered. This piece of plastic, I don't know if it's a table or what. This probably would have been might have been used to cover the well, but someone removed it. I don't know when they cut down the trees, but it looks like they were cut last year. So yeah, and soon after I think the property was sold and I bought it. So as you can see, this is the well. The water is not very clean here, and there is a pipe going out, so probably like it's where a pump must have been, would have extracted the water from the well, and then I don't know why this ditch is here, and it's full of, like, not full, like it has some water, but which probably seep through the surrounding soil. Yeah, it oozed from the soil, maybe coming from somewhere higher up in the mountains or like in the hills. There are no like big mountains here, but this is a hilly area. So yeah, some more ice crystals jetting out of the ground. As you can see, these are ice crystals. This is ice. This is like transparent ice, and there is ice on this, like a film of ice on the water also. As you can see, as you can see, this is ice. This is ice I'm breaking with my boots. This is all ice. So it's, yeah, very cold here, definitely. This looks like clover, probably. Yes, this looks this is probably red clover, and I also saw something that looks like white clover. So yeah, and this must have been brought here in the droppings of the deer. I've seen quite a few piles of deer droppings here, and this is the only sign of animal activity or animal presence that I've seen thus far. Yeah, again, puddles and ditches. Probably they were made when they uprooted the trees of uprooted the roots of the stumps and the roots of some very big trees, and the property is full of puddles like this, like they are everywhere. And this is what must have been the driveway at some point, but it's not in a very good shape right now. As you can see, it looks like it has sagged, like, along the lines that the wheels, like the wheels were moved, like that the wheels rolled. So it has sagged on the sides, while the middle is still jutting out, which is like not very good for my little car, which is not like a macho man truck. I'm obviously a poor man. So let me show you that van over there, that's mine. And so it's like a little more than 100 meters or 350 feet this driveway is, and there is this little, like a stream of water or a channel of water, again coming from somewhere up there, and it's going all the way to the road, and it's running along the road. So this is also probably snow melt water. Yeah, it's still liquid because it's flowing, as opposed to the puddles that we just saw with the sheet of ice over them. Yeah, so this water is still flowing, and again, and some standing water. Yeah, it was flowing really vigorously in the morning, like in very early morning. Yeah, it's still flowing. You can see it's flowing here, and it's going all the way. Yeah, this is my car. It's a 2006 Pontiac, and it's like everybody told me that it's not going to make it from Toronto all the way here, and even one mechanic told me that it was in a really bad shape, and like all the electronics were just messed up inside, and it was not going to make it. But it somehow did. It was like 2100 kilometers. I drove all the way from Toronto on my first night.